I'm from Bangladesh. So recently I'm in Japan. So I completed my bachelor's in 2015 from Bangladesh, from East West University. Mainly the background is like electric and electronics engineering. And after that, I joined in Telnet Communication in Bangladesh. So, and there I did the support engineering job. So it's mainly like a customer support job. So, and after that, I got some like uh, um, accident, like motorbike accident. So that's why I quit my job, and I was completely at my home for recovering myself. And after that, I in 2017 I did a Cisco Certificate Network Association course, so which is mainly called the CCNA course. So in Bangladesh at the time, like CCNA course was like very valuable course for the job purpose. So I did this one. So at the time, I also thought that if I can go out, I mean, in outside country, so I tried with like both MBA and also tried with outside countries application. So I joined in like MBA program in 2017 June, but I didn't continue because I got the scholarship opportunities in Japan, and I didn't continue this one.
So you are doing your master's in Japan now?
So actually, I completed my master's last month. Now
Okay.
I'm graduated, and now I'm in Japan for like mainly for job application.
So what are you doing right now?
So actually, I'm mainly applying for like job application, and I got a research assistant position my in the lab
Okay.
master's.
Okay. So what are your questions here? Like what are some of questions that are coming in your mind now?
So first thing is that so I'm applying for several jobs in Japan. So my main intention first to get a job in Japan, but I'm trying, but I didn't get yet. So
Mhm.
and then my visa will get expired in December.
Mhm.
So, and I applied for new visa, which will be most likely until March.
Mhm.
So in this, I have just only 6 months to do. So if I don't get any jobs, should I go for like PhD position, or I don't want to like go to Bangladesh right now.
No, so question here is why you want to do PhD?
So mainly for like if I get like that's why I'm thinking like should I go for like PhD position, or
No, I'm
I
saying why you want to do PhD. That's my question to you.
so mainly like I did like my master's in nanoscale transistor devices, semiconductor device. So I'm thinking about like to do a little bit more about my research if I can get the chance to do it in outside country or maybe in Japan.
So again, my question is, do you want to do PhD because you will not have a job, or you want to do PhD because you want to do a PhD?
I want to do like PhD because of like if I can continue my research or something more.
And do you want to do PhD in Japan, or you want to do PhD outside, somewhere another
So
country?
that's why I am thinking should I go for like mainly I am trying for outside country if I can.
Where?
So mainly in Canada or like in Australia.
And so what is stopping you?
So the main thing is that I don't have like IELTS examination right now, certificate, and also I applied several. Uh, I communicate with several professors, but there is no reply yet.
No, no, that I understand, but as I said, I'm pretty much confused. I don't get an answer from you, like why you want to do PhD. Second, because the professor going to ask you the same thing. The second is you said you don't have a score yet, so you are in middle of everything right now, right? So you don't have a score. So first you need a score,
yes,
because if you don't get a good score, then there is no way you will get an admission.
yes, yes,
So first you need a good score. Second, you need to know why you want to do PhD. And third, do you want to do PhD in Japan or in some other country, and why? So if you want to do in Canada, there could be a reason behind it. I mean, you can do PhD in Japan too.
yes,
My my
basically
my
what.
my feeling is, for you to do a PhD in Japan, if you want to do PhD and continue your research, it will be much easier than going to other country,
So
right?
mainly in, yes,
Mhm.
I am also thinking this one, but the thing is that uh, I'm first thinking about my visa. That's the main thing.
I mean, I can't answer that question because I don't live in Japan and I don't know much about Japan visa and all that. But my question to you is very simple: is if you want to do your PhD because you cannot find a job or you have visa problem, that's not the right reason. It's as simple as that. It's not the right reason because, as I said, you should do PhD because you are interested in the topic. You want to do something, and that could be the reason, because probably some professors are not replying you because they are not finding you a genuine PhD student. You should know by now why you want to do PhD. You just can't do PhD because you cannot find a job, or I mean, you can do, but my point here is, it would not be the right reason. Because as I said, if second thing, if you for you to do a PhD in Japan is much easier because you are in Japan, right? And third, I can't answer you a lot of questions because you haven't given your exam. You should give your exam first. So first give your exam, get a score, and then you will be able to know whether you have a right to score. Because let me tell you, if you don't have a score, um, I don't think even professor can guide you or any professor can answer you. Have a score first. Okay. And the other thing is, because of coronavirus situation also, not many professors are not able to communicate because they don't know whether they can invite someone to do PhD. So that is the reason I said for you to do a PhD in Japan would be much easier.
So like my first intention was like for doing PhD in Japan. So mainly the same lab which where I did my
Yeah.
masters.
So that's what I'm saying.
But
That
the thing
that
is that,
that would be much easier if you can
but
get if you can
the
get.
thing is, unfortunately, I didn't get it because my professor will be not in Japan right now. I mean, after next year, next April. So
You
he will
can
go
apply
for
in,
like,
yeah, but you can apply in other universities in Japan.
yes, that's why I'm thinking right now because from the December they will open a new application process.
Right.
So
See, let me tell you, because you are in Japan, and if you are interested in doing PhD for all the right reasons, you should be able to find a position in Japan for many reasons. First of all, right now, because of COVID, the travel is not easy. No professor can able to tell you when you can come and not. And second, if you want to apply PhD in Canada or Australia or any countries, US, so for that matter, or in Europe, the deadline of those applications are coming. That
yes,
means you should have given your exam in next 1 or 2 months. You should be done with your exam.
that's the main thing actually I'm getting stuck with. So that is the
I
IELTS
mean,
exam. I don't have any score for this.
I can't. I know, but what I'm saying, I can't answer your problems. You need to solve those problems first. You cannot give an exam, you get stuck. That is your problem. I cannot
Yes,
help you
yes.
on that. Only thing I can help you is what is the right what is the right way for you, I see, to go. See, you have not given your exam, and again, as I said, you're not sure why you want to do PhD. First, find those reasons. And I mean, one of the right reason you said, right, you don't want to go to Bangladesh back and all that. But yeah, that's okay. But that won't be the right reason for anybody to say, okay, why don't you do PhD in my lab? What I'm saying is find the right reason, and then my advice to you is for you, rather than looking at some other universities in US, Canada, and because of COVID also, that is the reason. And because you have not given your exam and all that, for you, finding a PhD position in Japan is much easier because you are already have done your master's there. But if you apply, let's say if you're going to apply in Canada or in US or in Europe, first you have to give your exam, then you have to wait, then you have to communicate with the professors. Again, I don't know how is your preparation, how good your score will be. We don't know that. So and also, I mean, there is another thing is like in US, I know a lot of universities are waiving the score, GRE score. They're saying you don't need that. So, that could be one thing that you can say, okay, if they don't need a GRE score, that then I may have a good chance. So one thing also do, look at universities in US and in Canada who don't need a score. Okay. And ask your professor if he, so another thing I will tell you, one thing most important, ask your professor if he knows someone who is looking for a PhD student, because he can help you much more than you can help yourself. Okay. But for, as I said, most importantly, find the right reason why you want to do PhD. But as I said, I think for you easiest would be is to do a PhD in Japan. But as I told you, look for universities who are waiving the score. But still, I think you need a TOEFL. I don't know whether they will waive TOEFL or not, but you need a TOEFL at least, because I know they are waiving GRE score. But you should be IELTS or TOEFL you have to give.
So
And
if I
I'm not
want
sure
to,
how much time you have.
yes, I mean I have just only more like 6 months. So in the
No,
6 months, I
you have 1 month to give the exam.
yes, I mean for this one.
Yeah, because you want to apply for August 2021. That
Yes,
means you have to finish your exam in next 1 or 2 months maximum, because the application deadline will be in January. So you don't have time.
so if I want to apply for Canada, so at the time, which will be for the score, which will be the most preferable? That is the
I
IELTS or
you have to look at university website. I think most of the universities in Canada or in Japan or everywhere they accept TOEFL score for sure, I think. But you have to go to university website, look at what score they're looking for. But in US, North America, I can tell you, TOEFL score is pretty much accepted. Yeah. But as I said, for you to look in any other country, I think you may have a good chance, because as I said, because they don't need GRE score, but still you have to give TOEFL, and I'm not sure if you have time to prepare. So
mainly like for first my preference was like to get a job in Japan. So the job hunting situation was like, I mean they started the job hunting session, many companies. So it was from March session, but at the time the COVID was already started. So many
yeah, I mean,
companies openings was
yeah,
there.
but job situation is everywhere in the world is the same, every country. I mean, in US also, a lot of people are getting laid off. There are not many jobs. It's the same thing. Yeah. It's not like Japan is like that. I think the entire world is like that right now. Especially if you need a visa, then it's a bigger problem. I don't know about Japan, but US is a big problem right now. Yeah. So it's not like you're gonna come to US and you will be able to find a job immediately. It's not like that, because the job situation right now. See, what I'm trying to tell you is because coronavirus is a very typical situation and you never know what's going to happen in next 6 months or so.
Mhm.
Just make sure you have a couple of plans in your mind, like you can still look for job. But as I said, for you, the best bet I see is looking for a PhD option in Japan rather than somewhere else, because it could be also possible that you can't travel. Let's say if you get an admission, right? But what about you cannot travel? Yeah. So and talk to your professor if he knows someone. But again, as I said, you haven't give your exam yet, so I really cannot tell much. And I don't know how good you are in giving exam and how confident you are you're going to get a good score and all that. So that is the reason I said is for you looking for a PhD in Japan would be the best bet. Anything else, Ananta?
Uh, so, uh, so from my CV, I mean, uh, I mean, what do you think about this CV format or something?
I mean, your
Do you
CV
have
is
any comments or something?
I mean, your CV is okay. It's not a very best CV I have seen, but it's okay.
Yes.
It's a good CV
Uh,
for it's a good CV for a PhD student. But I don't think, as I said, with this CV and I don't know,
mhm.
you have not mentioned your GPA and everything here, but
Yes.
and also your score and everything, but it will be also tough for you to get admission to a very good universities in US. You can get admission in tier two, tier three universities, but not tier one with this CV.
Okay.
So make sure you don't just apply into MIT, Harvard's. Make sure you apply at
Yes.
small universities. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Just be realistic. Don't think too much because, as I said, this COVID situation is also very fluid. Make sure you have safeguard. You take some decisions which are right for you.
Okay.
But as I said, you're if you're gonna apply for PhD in Canada or in US, make sure you mention your GPA. What is your score? What is your class performance? So you have not mentioned any of those things here. So that is important.